Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 2 between Luna and Xina in the August monthly tournament. Let's dive right in here to Illomantsi. And on the left in the red, we have Xena playing 7th Mechanized on balanced income. And on the right in the blue, we have Luna playing 20th Panzergrenadier on balanced income. So remember, these are random divisions, although I don't know if they're random maps, and I don't know why you'd ever pick Illomantsi because this map is garbagely, unfairly garbage, but you know, what are you going to do? I'm not in charge. So hopping over here to, what is it? Oh, I have the same deck up twice. Whoopsies. 7th Mechanized, solid, I would say high B tier, maybe low A tier, Soviet division. Lots of good tools here. Unfortunately, I have the wrong deck list up. I just noticed that, so I won't be able to see exactly what he has, but I know what the division has. Solid recon units, nothing super special though. Your infantry are also just solid standard Soviet infantry, basically across the board. Tankos, Strelky DPs, the usual thing, like literally nothing new. Lots of Saparis and things like that. Your armor is basically just T-34-76 spam, along with the Su-76, which is like a cheap T-34-76 gun with no machine gun, but it's only like 35 points. Your support tab is really good. You get a bunch of Su-122s to work with, so that's definitely pretty great for your 2K department, and of course the usual Maxim mix. Your AT tab, I believe, is pretty good. You got 45 mils, Zis 3s. I think you get Zis 2s if I'm not mistaken, but I could be. Again, I don't have it up. Apologize for that. Your AA is fine, I believe, with 25 and 37 mils, so no big deal there. I think the RD is like lackluster, nothing super special, nothing super horrible either though. And your air tab with P2s and stuff, really strong. You get the strong Russian bombers. On the other side, Luna playing 20th Panzergren, definitely a far more unique division in terms of just like what's in it. Your recon tab, pretty weak. He's just bringing the off-clares. I think you get some other like just random standard units. Your infantry tab, it's pretty lackluster as well. Basically Panzergrens. You do get a card of Panzergren DPs, which are pretty phenomenal. They're only 20 points, and it's a double machine gun, which is one of the few double machine gun 20-point units in the game. So that's actually quite strong, but it's only one card of it, so it's not like it's taking that infantry tab up to the next level or anything like that. Your tank tab is basically just Stug 4s, and you also get the Panzer 5-4, which is a really interesting, basically up-armored Panzer 4. Which actually functions really well against Axis armor because that up armored front, I think it's 110 millimeters of armor, really can do a lot of damage. And Stug 4s are just phenomenal, although he's only bringing one card of Stug 4s in C phase, which to me seems really, really strange. Why wouldn't you bring at least like one card in earlier? Especially instead of bringing 2 cards of Elephant, whatever. Luna is such a interesting player, honestly, and I'm not even saying that to be smart. He makes weird decks and plays weird divisions. Support tab though, a really good support tab here. You do get the BF Tiger, which is a command Tiger with it super up armored. It's like 180 millimeters or 190, and it's got the usual Tiger gun on it. I mean, it's actually pretty fantastic, and you in this deck you do want to use it aggressively. Your AT tab, phenomenal as well. Jagdpanzer 4 and Elephants, which in 1v1 are not great, but he really seems to think they are. Your AA tab was amazing too, with SDK Z71s, Flak 41s, and Flak 36s. Your RD tab is solid. He's just bringing lots of 150 mils and the gross off map, but only cost 100 points. And then your air tab is okay. BF-109 G6 U4 is an okay fighter. It's not amazing. BF-109, good bomber though. JU-87 is a JU-87. Can be good if there's no AA. Garbage if there is. But we are off here. So blue side has the way worse off here. If you lose this forest here, you're basically out of all these flags. You notice Xena already winning, capturing this flag, which you can basically not possibly get to from the blue side. You can sometimes hit your division super fast and way faster than your opponent than you can, but 9 out of 10 times you have no chance of capturing this flag. It's ridiculous. This map is absolute trash. One of the trash maps of this game. I mean, maybe it could be a little less worse if the flags change, but it's still complete bullcrap. Like, blue side, it just has no way into this other than this massive open area. Like, it's really crappy. Then this flag down here, where you're, like, forced to drive dudes over the river here to try to capture this flag, which is in a total garbage spot as well. So easy for your opponent to get into this woods here and pressure this flag. Like, it's just bad. It's just bad. And some players are like, oh, the map doesn't matter. It really does matter. Some maps are garbage to the extreme, which is why people constantly call for new maps. I don't think they need new maps. I think they need to fix the couple maps that really suck, and then it won't be so bad to play on most of the maps. Here we though see the Panzer 5.4 with its up armor. Really interesting. I think it's a... I forget. History buffs in the bottom tell me what this thing is. Looks like a Panther chassis with a Panzer IV turret, but I don't think that's exactly accurate because the armor is not right to be a Panther chassis. But this thing is doing some work already, helping getting the kill on the Su-122, which allows the 88 to do whatever it wants now. The 88 might be able to kill this KV-1 leader as well. Gets a transmission destroyed. What a crit there. Oh, bad luck. And here comes the off map now from Luna. His unit's getting easily overwhelmed here in the woods, although miss micro here by Xena, allowing his leader to get killed. The Tanko's still going to overwhelm these Sturm Pioneers quite easily. Off map comes down this concentration of forces here. P40 in for Xena, along with a P2 early. But the 88 is here, and yeah, the P2 is not going to be able to straight fly to the 88. Although the 172 dies, hoorah! Yay, dead off map, always the best. P2 actually does get through. The 88 changed targets to the fighter, and now will be severely punished for that, although it survives pretty easily. BF-109 on fighter duty, trying to get on the back of something, but is currently failing. Tangos do force out the Sturm Pioneers and Pioneers here. 14-10 for Xena. Defensive for Luna up north so far. 25 mil already coming in. Oh, I forgot for 7th Mech, the ISU 122S. And 122 is the other highlight of the division. Panzer 5.4, though, doing tons of work. Doesn't have a ton of HE shells, though. That's going to kind of come to bite in the butt here. I'm not sure what this BF-109 is planning to do, but it hasn't really done anything recently. 88 back online now. Looking to finish off, I would think, the KV-1S. And it finally does. BF-109 literally just flying around. The 25 mil will eventually get a hold of it. Things now pretty quiet with Xena sitting at a 13-11. This is mirror income this time, so really comes down to who trades better. It often comes down to that, but you can definitely get away with trading poorly and winning on an aggressive income. Panzer leader pushing forward, but it's now out of HE shells, so its usefulness at this point is drastically reduced. Sturm Pioneers pushing back in, instantly die to the Tankos. But the Tankos are running out of Molotovs, so yeah, they might be able to actually start. They might be pushed out here soon. Tankos running into those Pioneers. Pioneers continue moving, go down. Razvedka still should put out some okay damage, which should lose to the Sturm Pioneers. Sturm Pioneers are going to get a big boost here soon with the shock trait. Razvedka does go down, but the Tankos should be able to finish that Sturm Pioneer off. No, actually, Sturm Pioneer does the job. Nearly full health Tanko still alive, though. Maxim goes down, so Luna actually recaptures the flag, picks up a 13-11 here. Quite impressive. Most impressive. Most impressive. Panzergrenadier coming in. ISU 122S should be able to easily kill this Panzer. Doesn't get the shot off, though. Sturm Pioneer pushes all the way through. Do see some Strelke SVT reinforcements coming in. Yeah, Panzergrenadier should easily win that fight. I mean, the Panzer IV can definitely brawl with this thing at closer range. So can the 88, even at long range. I find ISU 122s to be very underwhelming compared to their cousin in the support time, the ISU 152, which is beyond disgusting and I think needs a bit of a price nerf. These guys really, I think, underperform pretty badly. They're just not great. The SU 122 is great. ISU 122, meh. Razvedka gets spotted again. That's getting forced off pretty easily. Doesn't fight at long range very well. Xena has not responded. SU 122 finds the Panzergren. Can definitely do some damage to that. Some weird line of sights here. MG42 in a nice spot here to hold off these Strelky reinforcements. This Pioneer gets cut off, though, allowing Xena to momentarily capture. The IG-18 is moving up. It should win the fight against the 45 mil. Pioneer will basically go into hiding behind the front line now, which is, I mean, you don't want the bubble, but on the flip side, having this unit now hidden back here is actually really annoying. SU-122, ISU double team the 88. 88 gets a pen on something. I can't tell why. I guess the ISU. But here comes the finishing blow. And it misses, and down the 88 goes. So nice kill there. Pack 40 unloads, though. The tanks can't see him yet. There's nothing to spot. Pack 40 will get a shot off first. There it is. Misses wide, though. We're going to see at least one shot out of both of these units. Pack 40 misses again. Oh, that is frustrating beyond all belief. APCR hits that SU-122, but now down the Pack 40 goes, and both these units still alive. Pretty devastating. Another 88 in, though. Should be able to finish the job. Tanko's finally coming over to finish off this Sturm Pioneer. Oh, just kidding. He stopped. Strelky SVTs are coming in from a different angle. They took a good bit of damage for the MG42. Panzergrenadier going to finish off that Strelky SVT. Coming up to B phase. Not quite there yet, though. Tanko's finally finish off the Sturm Pioneer. Should be able to beat the Panzergrens as well, even at their lower health. See an SU-76 coming in, so a little bit of arty coming in, probably to hit the 88s and such. Tanko's finding that Panzergren. Panzergren on the run now. That is the right move. Now the other Panzergren can get involved with Tanko taking a ton of damage. Yeah, he needs to fall that back immediately. He is not, and the Tankos are going to go down here. And if he brought his Tankos in A phase, that means he doesn't have many more dedicated CQC units. Another 172 off map coming in. Ew, Luna. Ew. Can the 25 mil stop it in time? The answer is probably no. But here comes a P40 and two PE2s. Off map is in. BF-109 is forced off. P40, of course, going after the off map. He could kill the BF-109 most likely, but he is gonna get that off map. Yes, die off map. PE2 does get his bombs off with very little suppression, though he's gonna lose one of his PE2s, maybe both. But he loses the 80, but the 88 goes down, so big killer. But the PE2 dies, so both PE2s dead. That is not great. I think that's a good trade for Luna, honestly. P2s are not cheap. 45 mil goes down, though. Off map coming in. Might kill the 25 mil. That would be the only significant thing. Luna's still on a 13-11, though. Xena really needs to clear out these couple units here and take control of the center. But here comes the Commander Tiger. The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger's a big armored thing. He's big and heavy, big and ain't scary. Fun, 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 fun. And the most wonderful thing about Tigger is this is the only one. 170 millimeters of armor. Sorry. Exaggerated its front armor a bit. 25 mil survive. SU-76 now going for the MG-42 here. Nice play there. Yeah, no AT to stop this SU-122. Other than the Panzergren. Oh, no. Killing that SCKFZ would be massive. It's still alive. Wow, barely makes it out. But flag down south falling. Xena a little bit too lax with his defense down south, allowing Luna to grab that flag. Xena finally exerting some pressure here to capture this flag. Up north, Luna's made little progress, although he has captured this flag. Xena giving away some really key flags here, allowing Luna to stay in this. SU-122 doing nice damage to these infantry. Great unit for 80 points. Strelky DP, I would think still win this because of the Panzergrenadier almost being dead, but the Razvedka could go down. Panzergrenadier will die for sacrifice itself for that kill. Strelky SVT, no chance against the Panzergrenadiers at full health here. Xena did recapture the flag, bringing it back to 1410. Comes the Jagdpanzer 4. ISU-122S is very damaged. It's only going to take one penetration for the Tiger to kill it. But of course, it only takes one penetration for the ISU-122S to kill it. So, but it does have 170 mils of armor, so it shouldn't be an easy kill to say the least. Actually see our first T-34 76 of the game, which is kind of funny. I mean, if Xena can finish off these 2 units here, he should have this flag as well. Zis 3 gets a little too close, and now the MG42 can fight it. But the SU-122 does spot the MG42 and takes that out in a single shot. Big kill there, actually. That was really covering off a lot of ground. Saperty out in the open here, not great. T-34 down south, no chance against that Jagdpanzer 4. Going to go down hard there. T-34 trying to get a line on this MG42. Zis 3 trying to finish off the Panzergren. There we go. The line is found. Oh, but the Tiger here finding the T-34. T-34 runs away as it should. Jagdpanzer 4 moving forward. ISU-122 in still position. Tiger versus ISU-122. Oh, misses. Yeah, and it bounces. Ooh, that's frustrating for that ISU to be sure. Tiger missing again. ISU blasting again. Ah, misses this time. Tiger fires again. Bounces. Oh my goodness, this is huge actually, because if this ISU kills this Tiger, that's a huge power lost. ISU-1 goes down to the Tiger. This unit is really fun to play with, actually. I will say that. And now there's an IG-33 as well, and the Tiger has no equal in the area right now. Can absolutely dominate this area. Saperty goes down out in the open. Not great. Xena needs to reinforce down south. This is so, like, there's barely anything here. He's going to lose a flag over this. He could have this one, too. So he's really losing 2. Now there's an 88 on the hill, though, with the Tiger. Xena's, like, fighting Luna in his strongest area, which is honestly this middle area. Despite it being complete crap terrain-wise, this is where Luna gets to use the 2K power of 20th Panzergren. This Pioneer just grabbing this flag casually, like, it's all good, dude. I'm just going to hold on to this for a while. Don't worry yourself about it. Double BF-109, no AA up north. Easily take out those Strelky. Xena has captured this for now, but IG-33 going to absolutely crush that. Lots of ISU was really back there. And here we go again with these freaking Katyushas. P-40 trying to take out one of these BF-109s. 650 cals. I mean, they have a high damage stat, but they just feel overwhelming in practice. I don't know. Double 25 mil might take out one of these BF-109s. P-40's trying to catch them. I don't think they do, though. Saperty Komrati standing out in the middle of nowhere. That goes down for no reason. BF-109 G6. Oh, U4 gets bad maneuver, and the P-40 takes it out. P-40, though, goes down now. I mean, I don't know how much B-40s are. Pretty sure the BF-109 is more expensive. Finally, Xena sends some more reinforcements down south. Luna has the same idea. I mean, I don't see Luna getting back into this area anytime soon, but I don't see Xena getting any further forward. Double Katyusha can take out the 88 or the IG-33. Taking out the Tiger, stretch. It'll take a while, at least 2 volleys. And Xena's position up north is not super strong either. Remember, both these players on balance, which means more and more points are starting to pour in here. Xena finally recapturing his southern point. IG-33 Zis, Jagdpanzer 4 going to take out this Zis 3 easily. Boom. Insta-delete there. T-34 finally arrives on the scene with the Dushka. So they might be able to stop these Pioneers from getting in. It appears to me like Xena's a little short on CQC units, which is ironic because 20th Panzergrenadier is really not a CQC division at all. But all we've really seen out of him are Strelky DPs and a couple of Sapities. No arty from Luna yet. We do see the commander, the Tiger is here. It is also a commander, so lots of veterancy from that. Strelky DP should win this because of their health, not because they're any sort of better unit. And with the T-34 here now, for sure. IG-18 going to take out that Dushka before it can get into range, most likely. Now we see a push up north, but again, the terrain is just so favorable to red side. It's really, really favorable. We do see a new push coming to try to get back into this woods. I mean, there's nothing to stop the reinforcements from getting in with the Zis-3 dead over here. Dushka continue to push forward to try to get back in. Jagdpanzer 4, nothing can stop it. Might be the force multiplier he needs. Katusha finally firing, going after the 88. A little off target here. The 88 might be out of range by the time these fire. No, they're lining up pretty quick. T-34 could definitely get involved in this. I'm not sure why he's planted it behind this woods. Like, right here is perfectly safe. Katusha strike, here we go. P2 coming in. That P2's probably going to die. This one might die too. Katusha's do not do what they need to do. Katusha's really kind of suck. I'm telling you guys, I don't find it to be a very good unit. T-34 finally moved forward there to support. Definitely good, he needed it. But his other infantry are going down. P2 goes down. Here comes waves of Pioneers. They'll get in just fine, and there's not enough here to stop them. The Jagdpanzer 4s, every single one is an issue. Like, because the T-34s don't really deal with them at all. I mean, even Stug 4s are an issue. Every piece of armor in 20th Panzergrenadier is an issue for 7th Mech to kill, and, like, they need an ISU for every single thing. And that's not a good place to be. IG-33 ground attacking, expecting something to be there. There is nothing. T-34 down here going to go down to the East Jagdpanzer 4. Fighters have arrived. And there's, again, not much to stop them, really. And the northern front is starting to build up too here for Luna. Pioneers should beat the Strelky DP, no problem. Strelky DP do appropriately fall back. IG-33 just popping every single tree line. Leader, unfortunate pathing. It's going to die here. Does unload, but, I mean, it's out in the open now. Strelky SVT easily overwhelmed. Yeah, ouch, ouch. 2 Strelky DPs is all that's left to hold that. Sapperty coming in to try to save the day. Grenades away. Luna immediately spreading his Pioneers out because he did have them piled up, and that's not good. Panzergrenadier DPs coming in. We're now into C phase. Both players with their maximum income. And I think that's a bad thing for Xena, honestly. Because, again, every single armor piece that Luna deploys, Xena needs, like, an ISU answer. And based on the way he's called things in, it doesn't appear like he's got that many of them. And, again, got the wrong deck. I apologize for that. So I don't know how many he has. You'll know because I'll fix it. But I do not know. Yep, Luna making a nice push down south, and he's now to 14-10. I do think Luna has pretty securely outplayed Xena at this point. Because truthfully on this map, you gotta really outplay the red person to win. Because your map position is just so much worse. Yeah, now 14-10 for Luna here. And things looking very dire for Xena. His northern front about to collapse. I'm not sure. I mean, there's another ICU 122S coming over here. Seems like the least problematic area, honestly. I mean, you need to kill this Jagdpanzer IV, but that's it. So you're bringing it all the way down here to kill one unit when the center is just littered with targets. Jagdpanzer IV pushing forward here as well. Now 15-9 for Luna. If the Jagdpanzer IV can spot that ISU, it'll get the first shot off. Thought the Jagdpanzer IV had it. ISU now repositioning to go after this Jagdpanzer IV. Jagdpanzer IV, though, spotting something, doesn't fire, which means it stays hidden. Unless some of these infantry unload sooner, they're not going to help out. P2 bombings coming in. Xena didn't retreat it fast enough, though, so it flew into the AA net. Down it immediately goes. Double star SDKFZ's just so strong. Shoki unloads, finally spots that, but the ISU 122 is gone. Just got penned by the Jagdpanzer IV, and this is why they're just not that great. Yeah, I mean, it killed it, but it died, and that's really bad, because you paid, like, a fair bit more for the ISU than he did for the Jagdpanzer IV. So really a terrible trade. And now Luna on a 17-7. Despite Luna and Xena being on the same income, it looks like Xena was like on balanced and Luna was on Maverick. Comes another disappointing Katusha strike. Luna already moving it. Did he know? I mean, he spotted these Katushas. I can see that. But, like, how does he know this is what he's going for? Oh, he's just moving every unit. Because he sees them lining up. What a heads-up play. Would never even think to do that. Oh, my God. They're so bad. And they still couldn't. Oh, my God. People, if you watch my channel enough, you'll see that Katushas are really bad. Like, they're just not good. For some reason, the 6 shots from the Nebelwerfer do better than the 20 shots from the Katusha. And Xena throws in the towel. 25 minutes and 19 seconds there. Dominant performance by Luna. It didn't feel that dominant until all of a sudden at the end there's just no troops. And that's how it often feels playing him. 1400 to 2680. Yeah, nothing really going right here for Xena. I mean, it's just, barely a kill list at all. Which it didn't feel that bad in the moment, but I guess it really ended up being that bad. But if you guys enjoyed that, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.